All right, it is Wade McElwain and Ryan Cull here, NFL in London. That's right, we're the home of the NFL in London, England. And if you haven't been paying attention, this week is very big in London, England, because we have the international series here. We have the New England Patriots playing the home team, St. Louis Rams, or as they call them here, St. Louis Rams. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think the game we're going to talk about now, though, is one game
of the week, really.
Game of the week, really. I think everyone's talking. We're talking the undefeated Atlanta Falcons playing the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Philadelphia is 2.5-point favorites in this. Interesting line, considering that Atlanta has been destroying everyone so far and is undefeated, the only undefeated team in the NFL. What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, for one, I don't think Atlanta's been destroying people. I think Atlanta's picking up good wins, but they've struggled with Oakland. It came down to the wire. They've been winning games and been pulling it off, but I do not think this is a team where people are like, oh, this team's going to go undefeated, this team's going to go 10-0. This is a team that everyone thought could win the division, but this is not the dynasty. This is not the Patriots of a couple years ago. This is not even the Packers of last year. This is a team that's playing well, but they are not as good as advertised, I believe. And this is the week on the road in Philadelphia that this is their truest test. This is their biggest test of the season. Again, there's all this chatter with Mike Vick, what's going to happen with him. He's got to step up his game because he knows his job's on the line. I think this is a chance. Philadelphia, Andy Reid's got a lot of pressure. Philadelphia's got to keep it close in the NFC East, which all the teams are tough. There's no easy games in that division, so every game outside of that division is huge. I'm going to go with Philadelphia to cover and actually win just by a field goal, because I think it's going to be a very close game, but I just don't think Atlanta can continue this run. It's got to stop sometime, and it will stop this Sunday.
Once again, I think you're a bastard for looking at my notes because I
don't make notes.
You know what? Well, that's evidence. So obviously I do, and you just take them. What it strikes me is I've always been anti-Philly in terms of Vic. I don't like Vic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
It's fair enough.
You know what? I don't mind. I just don't like Vic. To me, he's the Chris Brown of football. And thank you. So here's the thing, though. Atlanta. Atlanta. I think has had some easy victories. I think you're going to look at now. Let's look at this. A couple of things. One, Andy Reid has never lost coming off a bye. Two, Atlanta is 31st against the rush. So they're averaging like 5.1 yards per carry. Now, if you look at it this way, for some reason, I don't know why Andy Reid somehow forgets to use LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah,
just forgets
to
use him.
this year.
And you sort of go, well, he's like your best rusher. Why are you not doing it? Why are you putting the pressure, particularly when you're getting in the red zone? Why are you letting this hammer the ball, run? If you don't let Vic try to just run around and throw it. I think that there's been more pressure on him to try to see his scrambling ability, and it's like who let the dogs out, man? Just let the dog in the dog pen. Keep him in there.
We've seen the scrambling, man. No one cares anymore. We just want to see. Everyone loves the running quarterback, but they also want to see the running quarterback throw.
No.
Because you can't just be one in this league anymore, because Michael Vick has proven with his injuries that you can't play that way for 16 games because your body cannot take it.
But it's also, you've got to know how to play your running quarterback against certain teams. I mean, obviously to me, I think last week when you watched the Washington-New York Giants game, Robert Griffin III, to me, he's a running quarterback, but he's a very smart quarterback. He's very patient, and they know how to play against certain teams, and they know how to use their strengths. And I think that Andy Reid, that's another reason I think Philadelphia's going to win. Everyone's now talking, let's get rid of Andy Reid and bring in Dawkins. All right, come on. You're just going to make him angry, and to me, Andy Reid in the green just turns into the Hulk, and he's going to smash people with his giant Hulk hands. So I really like them. I think the other thing to really take into consideration this week is Atlanta is a indoor team. Philadelphia, the weather is supposed to be atrocious this weekend. It's supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be rainy. You've got the Philadelphia fans. And I think a lot of this is going to add up. Especially that means it's going to negate a lot of the passing game, which means that then they have to focus on their running game, which is where Philadelphia is going to stop you. And so I really like Philadelphia, myself in this, not only cover, but also win in this game. And so, yeah, I'm not one that would ever champion Vic. However, in my fantasy, and I know everyone in my fantasy pool has been making fun of me for holding on to Nick Foles, but I think that Philadelphia has a good chance to win the NFC East. I think that Dog Killer is either going to get hit by like a flying piece of like airplane waste, that frozen blue stuff that'll just come and smash his head in the field, and everyone will just sort of clap, and then Foles will come in and throw like 8 touchdowns, but all played Aaron Rodgers by mistake. And then, so anyway, I'm really hoping.
Both cheers in Philly.
Both cheers, Philly.
We got one different this week, so we'll see. Go to William Hill, make your bets, bet against us, bet with us.
NFL 20, and come down to the Sports Bar and Grill every Sunday. But this Sunday, for example, we've got the International Series. We're all sold out, but we do have standing room. And if you'd like to come to the after party, we're open until really late, and it'll be a fun time. And you'll see Ryan and I at our shining best.
Yes, always.
Sunshine and rainbows.
Our Sunday best.
And if you guys want to join us anytime, go to NFLinLondon.com, contact us, use the contact section. We are the home of the NFL in London, England, and we're here for you guys. So just talk to us.
See you Sunday.
But don't look us in the eyes when you see us in person, because